Have you ever cried so deeply that you felt invisible? Have you ever thought your pain didn't matter, that no one was listening? There is a forgotten story in the Bible, not of a king, not of a prophet, not even of a warrior. It is the story of a woman, a servant, a mother. Her name was Hagar, and through her silent tears, God revealed himself as El Roi, the God who sees. The morning sun rose against the horizon as Hagar stood at Abraham's tent. Sarah's jealousy had finally boiled over. She could no longer bear the sight of Ishmael, Hagar's son, alongside Isaac. Abraham, torn between love for his firstborn and the demands of his wife, placed bread and a skin of water into her hands. That was all. No caravan, no protection, no future. And then, with a heavy heart, he turned away. Imagine her pain. Rejected as a woman, cast off as a servant, left to wander into the wilderness with nothing but her son clinging to her side. Every step was heavy. Every breath was burdened. She carried not only bread and water, but despair in her soul. The desert is merciless. The blazing sun scorched their skin. The water skin grew lighter with each sip until it was gone. Ishmael's steps slowed. His voice cracked. His cries grew faint. Hagar tried to hide her fear. She wiped his forehead, whispering, "Hold on, my son." But inside, she was breaking. At last, Ishmael collapsed beneath a small bush. His chest rose and fell slowly, his strength fading. Hagar could not bear it. With trembling hands, she laid him in the shade and whispered, "I cannot watch the boy die." Then she turned away about a bowshot's distance and fell to the ground. And there she wept. Her sobs shook the desert air. A mother's heart shattered, convinced that both she and her child had been forgotten. But heaven had been listening all along. Out of the silence came a voice. The angel of the Lord. "Hagar, do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying where he lies." Those words pierced her despair. Her tears had not gone unnoticed. Her son's cries had not been ignored. And then her eyes were opened. Right before her was a well of water. It had been there all along, hidden, waiting for the moment of God's mercy. Hagar ran with trembling hands, filled the skin, and rushed back to her son. She pressed the cool water to Ishmael's lips. Slowly he drank. His eyes opened. Life returned. The desert had not claimed him. Death had not won. God had seen them and God had provided. That day, Hagar learned something unforgettable. God is not blind to pain. He is the God who sees. He saw a servant woman cast out. He saw a mother's tears in the sand. He saw a boy's faint cry in the wilderness. And he turned their story of despair into one of hope and destiny. Ishmael would live. He would grow strong. He would become a great nation. And Hagar's story whispers across time to us today. You are not invisible. When you feel abandoned, overlooked, or lost in your own desert, remember, God sees you. He hears your cries. He knows your pain. And just as he opened Hagar's eyes to the well, he can open yours to hope you never imagined. So when the world turns away, and when your tears fall in silence, take heart. The God who saw Hagar in the wilderness is the same God who sees you today. He is El Roi, the God who sees, the God who cares, the God who provides.